But he said, I don't think he could win. I don't think he could win. He's too progressive coming from this state and what he's done in this state to win in any southern state, any red state. I disagreed, but no, this is a progressive African-American owned station, and I'm sure they like you, but he doesn't think you can win. What do you say to that if you could win look at the swing states, there's only 8 of them.
Right. Well, I mean, California is an interesting case study, isn't it? It's the size of 21 state populations combined.
Yeah.
2/3 of the state is very deeply red. We don't need to be lectured on rural politics or border issues. I mean, in so many ways, these are familiar issues, and the issues of the heartland of the United States are very much a part and parcel of the work we're doing in this state. But look, I understand this notion that you're from the coast, you don't understand those things. You can't talk the language, you're not able to communicate, and you're not able to actually encourage and find.
Bill Maher left his audience stunned during a live showdown with California Governor Gavin Newsom, boldly challenging progressive policies and exposing contradictions in real time. The exchange quickly turned tense and unfiltered as Maher pressed hard, refusing to let Newsom evade tough questions and demanding clear, direct answers. Under intense scrutiny, Newsom struggled to defend his positions against Maher's relentless questioning. Maher's sharp critique highlighted the deep divisions within the political left and the growing difficulty of defending certain policies when faced with their real-world consequences. His fearless approach marked a shift in the conversation, showing that even powerful political figures are not immune to accountability. As Maher exposed inconsistencies, Newsom's faltering responses revealed the limits of ideological rhetoric when confronted with hard facts. This explosive debate is more than just a headline. It's a wake-up call that even the most prominent Democratic leaders must answer for their policies. Watch the full exchange to see why Bill Maher's confrontation with Gavin Newsom is sending shockwaves through the political landscape.
The notion that you're from the coast, you don't understand those things. You can't talk the language. You're not able to communicate. And you're not able to actually encourage and find that common ground.
It's stuff like there's a new law in this. I think we have way too many regulations and laws, as we've talked about. And this one, I think, says if you're a department store with over 500 employees, you have to have a gender-neutral toy department.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I get it.
So do you think that's silly? Do you think that's a silly thing?
It's almost shocking to see Bill Maher step into the role of a hard-hitting interviewer, pressing Gavin Newsom with the kind of tough questions that rarely make it past the filters of mainstream media. Typically, politicians like Newsom glide through interviews unchallenged, especially on platforms that lean in their favor. If he were on Fox News, for instance, he'd likely face ideological opposition. But on friendly turf, the pushback is often minimal. Not this time. Maher came ready to challenge, not to coddle. And now, we're about to watch Newsom do what he does best: deploy the politician's playbook. Love him or hate him, there's no denying Newsom's mastery of deflection and spin. Watch closely. This is the moment he'll try to gaslight, reframe the argument, and shift the focus. Anything to avoid answering the uncomfortable questions that have cornered him. But will it work this time? Or has Bill Maher finally forced him into a debate he can't escape?
The water goes to agriculture. Almonds.
Right.
No one ever asked you about almonds? Oh, I'm going to ask you about almonds. We grow a boatload of almonds.
I'm well
here.
aware.
You know how much water it takes?
Many gallons.
1,900 gallons to grow a pound of almonds. Yeah. Come on, man. Take on big almonds.
Take on big almonds.
I mean, it's not like we don't have the water.
No. You're right about it. It's not that we don't have the water. That said, the last couple of years were tough. I mean, it's also where the water's falling and we're not capturing it. And we're not capturing those extreme years with these atmospheric rivers. Wets are getting a lot wetter, dry's drier, hot's getting a lot hotter. And so we've got to modernize our conveyance system. We've got to modernize our storage, not just above ground, but below ground. And so that's a big part of our focus and frame, including desalinization plants. We have 20 projects just on desal that we're working on today. So we put out a detailed water strategy that includes, by the way, getting that Delta conveyance project back up and operational, and includes the first above ground off stream storage facility in half a century in the state, which, by the way, is being aided by a regulatory package I pushed forward to reduce red tape in the state of California and address the permitting quagmires that you rightfully point out.
Say here. You're good at this.
What?
See, I'm telling you're good at this job. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, but here's, I feel like the last couple of years you've like purposely picked this fight with the red states. I mean, the DeSantis. Yeah, but I don't want to live in the Civil War country.
I agree with that.
You know what?
Well,
but you seem like you purposely want to set up this dichotomy between, this is a blue state and that's a red state. Yeah. And I don't want to live in that country. I like Florida.
I'm with you. And by the way, I like Florida as well. I like all these states. I completely agree. I don't want to have a state of mind that's a constant fight or flight. We've gone through so much. We've been polarized and traumatized. It's been a tough 5-6 years across the globe, not just.
That was a lot of words that didn't say much, but credit where it's due. Bill Maher actually pressed Gavin Newsom with a real, substantive question. He brought up California's ongoing water crisis, a problem affecting millions, and Newsom had no immediate answer. Maher even tossed in a half-joking but completely valid point. Why not grow almonds somewhere else, say Maine? Why is so much of California's already strained water supply being poured into almond farming instead of being managed more efficiently? Instead of engaging with the question, Newsom dodged it entirely, retreating into the familiar talking points about global warming. It's the same script politicians pull out whenever they want to avoid specifics. By now, it's beyond predictable, no matter the issue, whether it's water shortages, wildfires, or energy policy. The conversation always loops back to a broad, generic climate change narrative. It's the ultimate escape hatch, allowing politicians to sidestep accountability for the immediate, solvable problems staring them right in the face.
As we've talked about, and this one I think says if you're a department store with over 500 employees, you have to have a gender-neutral toy department.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I get it.
So you think that's silly? You think that's a silly thing that we too much government there?
That's an interesting one because the department stores came to us supporting that, and they're the ones making a case for that. They're making us. They're already moving in that direction.
Wanted you to make a law about them?
Well, they supported the legislation. It wasn't legislation that was enacted, that was initiated from my office, but it was legislation that came up with interesting support from the industry itself. But I understand how that's exploited, and good people can disagree. But that's not something we woke up and said, this is a top priority for the state, when we know the top priorities are homelessness, housing, the issues of crime, quality of life, and issues related to regulation and taxes, which are all top of mind. But I get how those things are weaponized.
All right, so one, I got you here, because I live here and I'm not going anywhere. So I just want to make this a better state like everybody else. And good job this year making it rain.
You're welcome. That was my legislative priority.
It was looking bad there for a while, and we still don't have enough water in the.
And seriously, take a moment to notice just how awkward and eerily silent the room became when Bill Maher started pressing Gavin Newsom with those tough questions. The tension was almost tangible. You could feel the uneasiness wash over the audience as Maher refused to back down. This wasn't the usual laughter or applause you'd expect from a late-night crowd. Instead, there was this rare, stunned silence as Newsom scrambled to respond. And when he finally did, if you can even call it that, tell me in the comments if you understood what he was saying, because to me it was pure word salad. He didn't just dodge the question. He completely sidestepped it, offering vague talking points instead of a real answer. Sure, avoiding tough questions is part of being a politician, but this wasn't just deflection. It was a total non-answer. And what's even more mind-blowing is that after all that, Maher's audience still gave Newsom a full round of applause for saying absolutely nothing. That right there shows how deep ideological bias runs. It's not about what's being said, it's about who's saying it. Still, credit where it's due. Props to Bill Maher for challenging his own audience and putting these tough questions on the table, even when it's unpopular. Thanks for watching and being part of this conversation. And if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps these discussions alive and helps bring more unfiltered takes straight to you.